Hello everyone, and welcome to another Pyro Gaming video. Quite a few of you have asked me not only what my weekly reset routine is in the game of Destiny, but also which activities are actually worth grinding and which ones aren't. So that's what we're going to cover in this video. I'm currently on my Hunter. I do the same stuff on all three of my characters each week if I have the time, but I'll be perfectly honest with you, here lately Destiny has gotten very stale for me, just like it was around this time last year. The Dawning just ended. We don't really know when the next event's going to be. And at this point, it's just play the same content over and over and over. So I used to do all this stuff on all three of my characters every week, but now I really only do it maybe on one character, possibly two characters, if I have a lot of free time and I'm bored. But nonetheless, this is my weekly reset routine. So on Tuesday, when reset occurs, I try to log in and grab all of the stuff that you see on your screen right now. This includes the artifacts quest that you get from the Iron Temple, as well as the patrol quest that you get from the Iron Temple. I like to do both of these each week, or at least one of them each week. The artifacts, this one's really easy if you do a lot of strikes. Just pick this one up. You don't even have to make it a point to go grind this. You'll just complete it automatically. And even though I have all 8 of the artifacts on all 3 of my characters, I still like to get the different roles that she has each week. So, for example, like on my Hunter here, his gloves, he's not wearing his normal stuff, but normally it's 300, 360, so I can reach tier 11. And the way that I do that is having an intellect discipline artifact. So I like to buy the intellect discipline artifact each time she sells it. And you can see that there's quite a few of them that I still need to replace. This one doesn't really matter since you're not going to have a super anyway. But the rest of these, like intellect strength, discipline strength, so on and so forth, I would like to swap all these out for intellect discipline when they are available. So that's why I keep doing this each week, hoping that I can have enough of those saved up in my vault where I don't have to do this anymore, and I can still get my artifacts when she's selling them. As far as this one, honestly, this is just a really relaxing, chill quest to do, man. I enjoy this. Like, I'll pop on some Pandora here on my Xbox. I'll throw on some Pandora radio right here, and I will just go and put my headphones on, listen to some classic rock, and go knock out these patrol missions. It takes maybe 45 minutes at the most, and you get a shitload of glimmer while you're doing this. In addition to that, you get 2 free legendaries, I think 10 legendary marks, and 1,000 rep towards Vanguard, and 500 rep towards your faction. It's just all around a really good quest. It's not hard to do. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's fun. I like it. So I typically do this once a week per character if I have the time. So next up, Crucible bounties. This is always the first bounty that I pick up so that it is in this slot right here. I'm super OCD. I don't know if you guys noticed, but all my shit is grouped together. It's not just all, one bounty here, one bounty there, one bounty here. Nope, it's all together. And I do it that way on purpose because this right here is all I do each week as far as bounties go. I will not pick up another bounty for the rest of the week. This is it. Once I'm done with these, no more bounties for the week. So going back to over here, Crucible, I picked this one up because I do the Nightfall versus weekly Shaxx bounty series on my channel. But like I said, episode 15 will be the last episode of that series, so I probably won't be picking this bounty up each week anymore. That being said, I don't know if I'm even going to be playing Crucible at that point anymore because I don't really like it. Even though I'm not bad at it, I do okay at it, I just do not like it. It's not fun to me. So with that series ending, that might be the end of me picking up this bounty as well. Next up, we have the Sunrise bounty from Zavala. This requires you to get a gold medal in the Nightfall. This is a new one that came with the Dawning as well as these two. And the Nightfall is the one thing in this entire game that I will make it a point to try my absolute best to do on all 3 characters every week. Not necessarily because of the loot. I mean, all my shit's 400, so the loot doesn't really matter to me. But, I love the Nightfall, man. It's my favorite activity in this game, and depending on what strike it is that week, depending on, what the modifiers are or anything like that, it could either be a fucking breeze or it could be an absolute nightmare. And I love that. I love that it changes every week. I love that it's never the same thing back-to-back weeks. It's always different. It is without a doubt my favorite activity in this game. These 2 bounties right here, these are the other 2 that Zavala has each week. I go ahead and pick these up because they do give you 400 gear, and this armor set does look pretty nice. Unfortunately, I have not been lucky enough to get decent rolls, so if you go look on all my characters' armor, you won't see any of these. I'm at the point now in Destiny where if I pick something up and it's 400 or whatever the case may be, I'm not going to keep it just because it's 400. I'm not going to keep it just because it looks cool. I'm going to keep it because the stats are what I want them to be. And if the stats are not what I want them to be, I don't care what it is, I will throw it away. So that being said, that's why I do these each week. It's easy 400 gear. You get a ton of experience. You get you get a decent amount of Vanguard rep and legendary marks, and you're guaranteed 2 armor pieces per character up to 400. So just doing these 3 right here, you get 2 armor pieces plus a weapon plus whatever your Nightfall reward is. This is 3 simple bounties and a Nightfall, maybe 45 minutes to complete all of this shit, and that's like 4 pieces of 400 gear that you can get each week, super easy, super quickly. So I try to make it a point to do all these. These are typically easy. This one's just finish 3 strikes with gold tier. You can do this one in the 320 playlist, and you can do this one in the 320 playlist as well. So that's typically what I do. I do my Nightfall, and then I'll run maybe 3 or 4 strikes to finish these 2 bounties, and then I'm done. These bounties down here, I do pick up the Queen's Wrath bounties every week if there's something easy that I don't have to go out of my way to complete. If I'm going to be running strikes to complete these, then there's a good chance that I'm going to kill 100 Taken, there's a good chance I'm going to kill 50 Fallen, and there's a good chance that I'm going to generate 15 Orbs. Same goes for the rest of these. I'm not going to pick up a bounty that's like kill 10 Hive Majors or Ultras, and then I go through the strikes and I didn't kill that many. Maybe I didn't get any Hive throughout those strikes. I'm not going to go out of my way to go do that bounty. If I don't finish it, I don't finish it. There's nothing in any of these packages that I'm going to get that I really want or need. I just pick up the bounties that I pick up for the rep so that I can get the Strange Coins and Motes of Light from ranking these up. With the exception of Queen's Wrath. The Queen's Wrath, I do want to collect armor sets from Queen's Wrath, because I don't know if you guys remember, but the armor set that you get for ranking her up now is actually the very first armor set from Queen's Wrath back when Destiny first came out. I think it was, Destiny had been out for maybe a month when the Queen was like positioned there in the tower, and you can go get a blue armor set, and that's what she's selling now. It's now a legendary armor set, and it looks really neat. So I would like to get a set of that. And lastly, we have the Archon's Forge bounties. I do enjoy Archon's Forge. There are a few. I've got all my class items to 400 on all my characters. Most of my artifacts are 400. You can see that there's 2 that are not 400 here. So I'd like to go get 2 more artifacts, and then same for ghost shells. Most of them are 400, but I need 1 here. So once I get all of my ghost shells, artifacts, and class items on all 3 characters to max light, I will probably no longer step into Archon's Forge. I do enjoy it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to do it to get loot that I don't need, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not just going to keep grinding it just to grind it. So that's pretty much it, guys. This is my weekly reset routine right here. As far as raids, I don't do raids every week like I used to. I don't really care much for Wrath of the Machine. I feel like the only reason to do Wrath of the Machine is to either A, get the weapons, which the only weapons that I would be interested in is maybe the Chaos Dogma Scout Rifle, which I have a Cocytus SR4 with Firefly and Handlaid stock. I am more than willing to sacrifice having that triple-double perk in exchange for those 2 perks that I have on this one and just reload. It's not like this thing takes an hour to reload. I'm perfectly fine with reloading. Same for the sniper. I'm not gonna swap the sniper or the raid sniper for Event Horizon. Event Horizon is the perfect sniper in my opinion, and I'm not gonna not use it. So the only other option for me to do the raid, or the only other reason for me to do the raid, would be to get 400 light level gear, which I don't need any. I have plenty of 400 shit already. So all things considered, I don't really like this raid all that much. Like I said, I'm not going to go out of my way to grind for crap that I don't need in an activity that I don't like. So I don't really do the raid. I might do it every now and then. Like if I've got a few friends online and, they're like, hey, we need 1 more. We're at Axis or whatever. You want to join up? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'll help you out. But that's about the only time. I'm not going to schedule it out with anybody. I'm not going to be like, man, I really want to do the raid this week. This is not my raid. With King's Fall, however, back when King's Fall was still relevant, I would do King's Fall every week on all 3 characters. Not because I wanted the rewards, but because I genuinely enjoyed King's Fall. I thought King's Fall was a great raid, man. I really liked it. So, kind of bummed, honestly, that Wrath of the Machine, just isn't for me. I'd really like to like it. I would love to like it and love to have that extra thing to do each week, but I just can't get into it, man. So as far as raids go, every now and then if I'm bored, I might go solo Crota just because he's a bitch and it's super easy. And every now and then for nostalgia purposes, I might go do Vault of Glass just to do it. And also because I have still yet to get a fucking Vex Mythoclast, even though I've done Vault of Glass probably 40 times. I'm not fucking joking. I still have not gotten a Vex Mythoclast. I actually just did Vault of Glass 2 or 3 days ago, I think. I did Vault of Glass hard mode on all 3 of my characters and did not get shit. I think I got an Atheon's Epilogue. That was the only thing that I got from it. Or worth keeping, and then I might have gotten like a 160 Truth or something like that. But yeah, still no Vex Mythoclast. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. That's my weekly reset routine. That is pretty much all I do in Destiny at this point, at least until we get some new content and things get livened up. If they ever bring the old raids forward, I will definitely be doing, like, maybe 1 week I will do Vault of Glass on all 3 characters. Maybe 1 week I do Crota, 1 week I do King's Fall, whatever the case may be. I really wish that they would bring Skolas and Challenge of Elders and the original Prison of Elders back forward up to normal light levels, or at least to where you can get year 2 items. Like, don't even make them last or max light, but bring back Skolas and, have them drop at fucking 200, but able to infuse up to 400. I don't care, but just, something. Like, just something to not do the same monotonous shit over and over and over. That's one thing that I absolutely hate about Destiny is, this game is just it's so grindy, like everything about it. And, they have implemented, like the new bounties, give you a little bit more incentive to go do strikes. They put the strike scoring in there. That's a little bit more incentive. But let's be honest, man, it's not going to save this game. It's not going to be like, oh man, I'm going to play this game every day for 10 hours a day for the next 2 months because they got fucking strike scoring. Woo! Like, you're not going to do that, It's not a big deal. It's just, you're doing the same thing that you were previously. It's just now numbers pop up on your screen. Like, that's not... It's nothing. But anyway, I'm going off on a rant, and that's not what this video is about. So there you have it, guys. That's my weekly reset routine. Drop a comment in the box below. Let me know what you do every week in Destiny, if you even play it at least once a week in Destiny. Like, what's the one activity in this game that you try to make it a point to go in and do each and every week on all 3 of your characters? That's going to bring this video to an end, guys. If you enjoyed it, click like. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I fucking love you. Ah, damn it. I put a question mark on the fucking... Damn it.